Playboy, 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 playboy.
Okay guys, so jumping straight into this tutorial, I'm starting off, as you can see, with a clean, freshly washed face. I feel like that's a very important step in the makeup process. So even though I already washed my face and everything, just as an extra precaution, I'm gonna go in with this Garnier Micellar water just to make sure that I got everything off my face. So this isn't really like a necessity, you know, but I always start off spraying my face with my Badescu spray just because it makes me feel like refreshed, you know. I don't even know if it does anything, but I still do it. Then I go in with a moisturizer, and I'm going to be using the E.L.F. Daily Hydration Moisturizer. So as an oily skin girl, you would think that the key would be to stay away from things that like have hydration in the title, because it's just going to make you look more oily. But when you do use like hydrating primers and moisturizers, mainly moisturizers, it kind of counteracts the oils in your skin, so they don't overproduce and then you look like a grease ball at the end of the day. Next step is going to be primer, and trying to figure out what kind of primer you should be using at first can be kind of hard because there's so many. There's illuminating, there's hydrating, there's mattifying, but it all kind of depends on your personal skin type and on the foundation that you'll be using that particular day. So today I'm going to be using a foundation that is very matte, so I'm not going to use a mattifying foundation even though I do get oily, because I'm just going to be super dry and just by the end of the day, right? So I'm going to go in with a regular smoothing face primer. So I'm using the LA Girl Pro Prep Primer today. Now we're going to get into eyeshadow, and there are a couple of brands that I feel like are very good for beginners, and one of them is BH Cosmetics. And if you're a very adventurous and very, you know, color loving person, then this particular palette is great for you. And this is the BH Cosmetics Taking Back to Brazil palette. As you can see, it's super colorful, and it only costs, I want to say, like $10 to $13. I'm thinking like $13. And BH Cosmetics is always having like, you know, 25% off, 30% off sales, so you can get it for even less. And another good palette for beginners is this. Oh Lord, this was my holy grail when I first started. This is the 252 Ultimate Palette from Coastal Scents. A lot of people have told me that they can't find it, so I'll try to find it and leave the link down below. But it's literally full of any color you can need. It comes with like 3 sheets of colors, and each sheet is like, you know, different tones, so your neutrals, your warms, and your cools and stuff like that. So like, this is the bomb. Okay, so I feel like I'm probably gonna be working out of this today. I think I am gonna be working out of this today. I'm not doing a very bold look today, so I'm not worried about the colors showing up. But if you are doing a more colorful look, always go for a lighter concealer just so they'll pop up more. So I'm not doing anything too crazy on the eyes today. I'm thinking I want to do like a one-tone kind of eyeshadow. So I took this sheet out of the Coastal Scents palette, and this is the more warm sheet, as you can see. And I'm going to be working mainly on this side right here. I'm going to be going into this color right here. I'm just going to pat that all over. Now, because I want this yellow to be just a teensy bit more bright, I'm going to go in with my Coastal Scents Hot Pot in the shade Bright Yellow. And these are also very good for beginners, because Coastal Scents is always having sales with their Hot Pots where they'll be like 50 cents or something like that, or 99 cents. I don't know, but either way, it's a good deal. gonna go into this shade right here just a little bit. So eyes are done, and it probably looks like super messy and kind of ugly right now, but trust me, once you put on lashes and do your full face, it's gonna look like you did a lot. So for eyelashes, I'm going in with these Broadway eyelashes in the style 138. And one of the hardest things, well for me, one of the hardest things about makeup at first was putting on lashes. Oh my god. Like, I used to be walking around looking crazy because it'd be sticking up over here or hanging off over there. So if you are, you know, struggling with putting on lashes at first, don't experiment with like those $15-$20 lashes. Experiment with stuff like these specific lashes, Broadway, as you can see, they are 99 cents at the drugstore, and they come in like 100 different styles, so you can experiment and you can get better at putting on lashes without breaking the bank. So I'm going to go pop these on, and I will be right back ready to get into the face. Okay guys, so we're back with our lashes on. Now we're gonna get into our complexion. And as you guys know, I am totally an advocate for, you know, drugstore products. I use them all the time. But if you are the type to splurge, I feel like as a beginner, the two things you really can or should splurge on are your primers and your foundations, just because those two things can really make or break your whole makeup look. So one of my favorite, more high-end foundations is the Fenty Beauty Foundation. Although I do love this foundation, if you are more of a dry skin type, this is not for you. Like I said earlier in the video, this is a very mattifying foundation, so it works for me because I'm oily. But if you are a more dry skinned person, you can try like more illuminating foundations. And after blending your foundation out with the brush, I always go in with a sponge, because going in with this just makes it look even more skin-like and gives you really that kind of airbrushed look, especially with this foundation. Now for concealer, I'm going to be going in with a oldie but goodie, and this is the LA Girl Pro Concealer. And if you've been on YouTube anytime in like the past 4 years, you've heard of this. And you know, when you first start out doing makeup, people always tell you to, you know, do that upside down triangle. But makeup is all about recognizing your own face shape, okay? So my face is hella long, all right? It's long, but it's not wide. So when I used to do that whole upside down triangle thing, my face would look even longer. So because of that, instead of taking it down, I take it out like this, because it gives me the illusion of a wider face. Makeup is all about, like I said, recognizing your face shape and playing with lights and shadows, you know? So you just gotta get in front of the mirror, and you really just gotta practice and find out what works for you, what doesn't, what products you like, what you don't. And I'm telling you, in no time, you're gonna be a pro. Okay, so I'm just gonna let this concealer sit for a minute, just because when you let it sit for a minute, it gets more full coverage and it just looks more like skin to me. So we're gonna get into cream contouring. Okay, so I'm gonna be using my NYX contour and concealing palette, and you can see like I don't even have anything left to use, but we're gonna make it work. So a good way to find where you should put your little line when you're contouring, you can suck your cheeks in like that, or go right there, or you can start at the top of your ear and work down, and that's where your line should be. So we're gonna go like this and draw a line right there. One thing about cream contouring that I wish somebody would have told me when I first started out is you do not want to go like this. Oh Lord Jesus, no. You do not want to do that. You want to take your contour and brush it up like this, because you brush it down, it's gonna look like you have a 5 o'clock shadow, And you know, if that's the look you're going for, all right sis, do you. But that's just not what I want. So I'm gonna blend it up, and this particular brush is great for your cream contour, and it is the E.L.F blending brush. It just gets right in there. It's the only brush that I use for this. And you're just gonna blend up, not down, not sideways, but up. A very important step, one that I did not do when I first started out doing my makeup, is blending everything together. So that means your foundation and your contour and your highlight. You don't want to know where your contour ends and your highlight starts. So you're going to take your foundation brush and you're just going to blend everything in just so your face looks smooth and cohesive. But you know, if you're in college, you're in high school, you don't really have money to be buying, you know, $42 primers. So, you know, Ulta and Sephora, you know, like in the front by the registers, they always sell travel size stuff. So I think a regular bottle of this costs $24 to $30, and I got this for $12, and I've had it for a couple months. So then, you know, if you want to go and splurge on a real thing, you already know what it's going to be like before you even buy it. Save your coins, sis. To the end of the video. As always, I hope you enjoyed and I hope you learned something from me. Like I said before, I am so grateful for all the love I'm getting on my channel, and you know, I'm very appreciative of it. I just need you guys to keep on supporting, you know, keep on liking and commenting and subscribing, and then I'll just keep on pushing these videos out like babies, okay? So keep on doing that, keep on being wonderful. I love y'all so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.